If you're just learning Java, or even if you have more experience, you may be having trouble with doubles, longs, and floats. I will make it easy for you to learn these. Hey, it's Alex back again, helping you learn Java. On this channel, I make Java tutorials just like this every week, so if you think that would help you out, consider subscribing. In my last tutorial, we learned how to make integers, and I highly recommend you watch that video before proceeding with this one. I'll have it on the card now. But let's first make a new Java project. We'll call it like double long float. Hit enter. In the source folder, make a new class just like this. We'll call it double long float. Take this first check mark and hit finish. That's just how we set up our Java files on this channel. But let's get into it. What are doubles, longs, and floats? These three variables are just numbers. And that's what an integer was. To make an integer, you type this, int a equals like 6. Integers can only be whole numbers. They can't have a decimal point like that. And they're also limited to a certain range. So we can't have a really, really long integer like this. A long integer is called a long. And to make a long, all you do is type long, we'll call it b, equals, and then some really long integer. But it's kind of weird. You got to put an L here. And I don't know why they decided to do that. I guess that's kind of how it worked out, but this confused the hell out of me for years. But you gotta put an L there, and it can be lowercase. A long integer is just called a long. It's just an integer, so we can't put a decimal here again. Which comes to the question, well, what do we do with decimal points? What if we have like 2.5 of something? And that's where you would use a float. To make a float is the exact same thing. We just call it float. And we say like C equals, what did we say, 2.5? Say 2.5, and we can use decimal points. However, just like a long, we gotta put this little F here to say it's a float. Again, it can be lowercase, uppercase, doesn't matter. This is how it is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wish it didn't go like this, but it does. But similar to integers, it has a certain range. So if we did like a very long float, we would get this red underline saying that, hey, it's way too big. So to get around that, we use a double. So a double can be a really big float. And I'm just thinking right now that would be a pretty funny, like a big decimal point number as a float on a Macy's. I'm stupid. I make dumb jokes like that. I'm sorry. To make a double, we would do the same thing with a decimal, except we don't need the F. And now we can make this double really, really, really long, and it'll still work. If you're interested at the ranges of each of these, I have a link, and that link is right here. This will bring up the ranges of each of these data types. So here we see int, long, float, and double. It says the ranges of each, so like integer goes from -2 billion something up until +2 billion something. So let's prove to ourselves that all of this works. Do like A and D, save it, run it. We get each of those numbers. So to recap, an int is a whole number. It can be positive, negative, whatever. A long is a bigger integer, but you have to include this L here. To make a float, you can use decimal places, but you have to use the F. And double, you can use decimal places. It can be really long, and you don't have to use any weird character. So I hope this was helpful. I wish I had a video like this when I was learning how to code, because I literally didn't understand the difference of these for like 4 years while I was in college. So I don't know why they don't make this more clear. But if you found this helpful, please like this video and share it if you think it might help someone you know. As always, you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, learning about doubles, floats, longs, and ints. And I'll see you later.